many people knew that I fell from pickleball recently. So there's so much things for me to really reflect back to myself. Why new beginning when I have already reaped fruits of success? Why beginning again, you know? Beginning are for people who just get started, right? I choose to reflect back to myself now what I went through recently. It has not been easy. For the past 3 months, I'm learning to walk again. There's something so challenging for a person who has been very agile, very on the go as a lady, as a person who have so much authorities and decisions to be made. And suddenly, when I look back, really, why are you going through this? 1 year old, slowly learning to walk, 1.5 years old, beginning to walk, you know. And I'm not even 2 years old yet, because 2 years old run. I can't run. I'm at a stage that I have to remind myself I need to stay really strong to go through this season of my life. So this new beginning for me is a very unique season at older age, where I should be celebrating freedom, celebrating wealth, celebrating what I have achieved. I've done well, I achieved who I am today, and yet learning to be the new me. So honestly, my new beginning is something very unique, and I'm learning to embrace it.
Yes, because to really relearn all of this is really a challenge, because you also get used to be, at work mostly every day. You continue to going to work with all your clients, and then you have to let it go also on the work.
Yeah.
So it was also something completely different for you to this beginning of also have your time, your own time.
I suddenly realized I need to make more time for myself. I used to always just think of people. People are, especially because I'm in a people business, I always place customer as my important people. They are my kings. They pay me so that I can be allowed to have the financial freedom and the image of a successful hairdresser. But what I went through before, maybe the last 3 months, the last 2.5 months especially, I was not allowed to travel. I have to give up all my plans, all my business plans, and my meetings. Everything has to be put aside. So that was really something that was extremely challenging, because I'm committed with a lot of roles. I speak in many platforms, and even recently I did a very big project, a WOW conference, which we planned since almost April this year. But I would never even think November I'm still not perfect. So you see, things can be,
Yes.
put you back, really put you back.
If we go back to also the beginning when you started, okay? Of course, you have the new beginning, but when you really started.
Well, I started in 1979. At that point of time, because the trend was not really looking at hairdressers as a professional career. It has never been placed that hair was important, even though hair was crowning glory. But professional hairdressers is like a no-no. People will just walk in and just thinking that they can just walk in and have a haircut. They didn't even think we were professional enough that they have to make an appointment, right? So even when you want to do a lot of things, I remembered way back when I was trying to apply to be a member of the Lake Club. They declined us to begin with and said that, we don't need hairdressers in the club because we are Lake Club. Until I need a very influential client to just tell them, so what's wrong? They are very influential. So anything wrong to have a hairdresser on board as a member? Then in the end they realized she's different. She's a business lady. She's not just cutting hair for a living. She runs a business. So that was way back in the 80s. But somehow, I look back, the respect was not there. But that does not change my thoughts. Because of that, I felt I should be the woman who transformed the landscape of how people look at the industry, how they really didn't think that hair was important became very important. So I am glad I finally managed to change those perceptions, and I think it really elevated the industry so much. Now the guys, even though the younger generations of hairdressers feel very much loved, because they feel that they are important. you think of it, whether you are royalties or whether you are very influential, without hair, you won't go, without really good hairstyling, you won't go to an event, whether it's an Oscar or whether there's anything on the runway, you won't want to go out because your hair is messy. So hair has become part of a lot of people's life. So I'm glad I was part of the movement, or in fact, the revolutions. The lady who dared to walk the talk and transform the industry way back the minute I got started. As way back in 1980, I changed the perception.